Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. And double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the elder prophets, the great millstone, who were well in the spirit, teaching his word and believing his word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it on their spirit to endure and be sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching this word and believing this word in the same spirit. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere. And shalom to the Akwathium that are believers of this word. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson is, if you have the breakdowns, you should be teaching it. If you know the prophecies, you should be teaching it. If you have 100% truth, you should be teaching it. And if you don't have 100% truth, you better find it. Now, that's a long title, but, sitting here listening to the elder apostles and the elder bishops bring forth, they Tuesday class and videos I've been seeing all week. And even outside of brothers teaching, I've been seeing commercials of the MOTB. I've seen even Christians talking about the MOTB is not sin. It's a digital system, which we're in a digital system right now. Christians, right? And you have fellow brothers that could be in this so-called truth and they don't see it. Or you got some that do see it, like I know Sakari, you see it. It's some other people, and I think in some other congregations somewhere, I don't know, that believe in the MOTB too. But they're not making videos on it. Instead of making debates with heathens, right? Trying to debate Jake, but not speaking on the elect. You got brothers worried about teaching the 2/3 is not dying in America. This is why it's not on the so-called men of the Lord that they say that they is, to teach prophecies. We're not waiting for a Christian to change. We're waiting for prophecies to be fulfilled, because that is to help us to see the signs of Hamashiach closer arriving, right? We're seeing that if this MOTB is let loose, we're going to see who is true believers and followers of Yahweh Yahushai, who loves this society, who feels that this place is their rest. When you can't go without the things in this side, you're of this world. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai put us down here to suffer. This is our judgment. This is our hell. This is not our heavens. Until Yahushai come back and put things in this rightful order. Now, it was two precepts I just wanted to really talk about. This is really just a commentary, but I wanted to bring this out. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm going to read it in NLT. Make it even more plain for you, brothers and sisters. It says, I will climb up to my watchtower and stand at my guard post. There I will wait to see what the Lord Yahweh says and how he will answer my complaint. Then the Lord Yahweh said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets, right? So that a runner can carry the correct message to others. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place, and it will not be delayed, right? The true men of the Lord is waiting on prophecies to be fulfilled. They're not waiting for their pockets to be full. They're not waiting until they get 11 wives on this side. They're waiting for prophecies to be fulfilled. And while waiting, you speak on it. You know, while you wearing out the Lord, you're annoying the masses. Yahushua was continue to speak the right doctrine, the right truth, the good news. The Pharisees didn't like it because even more, the more that people believe in Yahushua is going to take away from their business, take away from their plans, take away from their schemes. You know, you have to know that we're fighting more of a battle between the flesh and the spirit. Spirits on the left-hand side have their agenda. You know, we wasn't in here just to make money on this side. Before we even had a chance of living on this side or in this captivity, brothers was going through a whole bunch of shit. Jacob trouble is gonna come as a heat and wave. What the heck is we showing our people or teaching them prosperity? You got IUIC, they got their own little TV show, I think TBT or whatever TV show where they can, you know, teach the word, and they're bringing out the MOTB the same way these Edomites does. They're saying it's the thought that you think, and the transaction is with your hand. You wrong, Pope Ranger. You're wrong. You know, we're living in the Roman system. You go to Luke chapter 2, Caesar Augustus taxed everybody in the ancient world, right? Rome is a money-based empire. They're about games, distraction, right? They're about deception, deceit, right? And sorcery. In America is Rome 2.0. You think if this is Rome, the same Rome but upgraded, you think that they changed their mind from prosperity? The top elites have general wealth. Generation. When they first started all the way till now, their kids, grandkids, have money in their pocket. You know? How can you make it seem like the elite is going to come up with a spiritual system or a sin system? You know, this is not like in the time of the Maccabees. This is an upgraded version. They're not going to hit you with pork. You know, when Jacob trouble hit, your mind not going to even be able to function too well on the law. But in the spirit, in that time, it's going to really be about eating, you know. So in the spirit, you're going to already know what you can't eat and what you can't eat. You ain't going to be searching for the high holy days, right? You're going to be like pilgrims on the earth. The elites, they got money. They spent millions of dollars for bunkers. And you mean to tell me you think that the MOTB is something spiritual? And if you believe it's physical, you should be teaching it daily so that the Lord's children, men and women, have it on their mind not to take the shit, right? Because that's going to be our temptation, right? First, let me go to this other precept I had, stashed and written down, which we bring out all the time. Revelations chapter 14. Revelations chapter 19, verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua, worship God. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy." Right? John the Revelator was able to see this. This is what I know. I truly believe through the spirit what Elder Tahar was saying when he said we know more than the prophets of old, especially for this time. If John was only interpreting it the way he can see it, in his interpretation, he's seen a woman that was on a beast, a harlot. But now we get to break it down in a regular deep form, which is America. Mystery Babylon. Mystery Babylon is that whore that sits on the 7 heads of its Edomite 7 governments, 7 kings, and and damn allies and connected with the EU, with NATO, right? This is a system that happened all the way in the time of Rome, you know? So if it's the same kind of system, when you go back to Rome, they was dealing with money. They was dealing with deceit. I agree. But we're living in a time of a digital system, a digital time right now. I'm talking to y'all through a dang phone, bringing precepts on another phone, then gonna upload it, and it's gonna get sent everywhere. It's a brother that's on the channel. He's from Nigeria. I'm not in Nigeria. I'm in America. Digital. Credit cards back then, you just swiped. You wasn't able to tap. You wasn't even able to tap an Obama phone just to make payments. You know? They're upgrading. Y'all just don't have the eyes to see because you don't want to see. World Economic Forum, they've been having summit meetings saying, yo, parts in the world is half cash, like half physical and half digital. We want to be 100% digital. They're saying this. Got a brother on social media in other communication apps where they're trying to say, don't cleave to the mark of the beast system. And you know, you got people asking what is it, and they're saying it's all in one. Yeah, it could be physical, but it's everything included. You have to make this clear. The beast represents a man, a king, a kingdom, or a power, which America is a power under the elite Edomites. The beast is Edomites because they're the end of this world. The system is the image. And what is the image? Rome, right? The Roman Catholic Church, this is just Rome, right? And the MOTB is the physical implant. The physical implant which you will have to use to be a citizen. You have Bill Gates that's saying in order to be a citizen, you have to take or have the mRNA. You know, this is a system. They got you sitting here thinking you can get that you can elect somebody to be a president. No, they're selected to be in there by the higher ups. You know, you got books of the Valley of the Dry Bones is a book by Rudolph Windsor, and it says that we are their subjects. You still are a slave. They just changed names. Now you are an employee. You know, you only make enough to get by. They don't want you to make enough to own your own business. Cause what's his name? Nathan Rothschild or his brother, he said he don't know. Jacob Rothschild, it was one of them. He said he don't want a nation of thinkers. He want a nation of workers, right? So with this MOTB, that's the only way you're going to be able to work. A physical mark. You got women on YouTube. I know two of them, which her YouTube name is Chip Girl. You got Sweden, which they only 2% use cash and credit cards. The rest use face recognition or palm reading, you know, to pay for their food. You know, other countries is already pushing towards that digital currency. You know, it's easier to track and watch where money is going. With cash, you're not able to. That's why a lot of scammers, a lot of fraud is going on, but they want to have total control. Total control. You know, this is bigger than what you making it to seem to be. And if you feel like you are the man of the Lord and you teach this and teach that, then you should be teaching the MOTB. You should be bringing forth Revelation, the 13th chapter, as much as you can, because they're showing. How is they showing? Some of y'all might say in movies, they show their plots and their plans. If you believe that, they're making secretive movies only for, you know, the ones that know and actually see it and believe it. They're making MOTB movies. It might be different, right? But at the end of the day, we know where they're going to. You have Elon Musk talking about that he might be one of the ones to create the MOTB. Hey, whoa, but he's looking like he's already doing it by making it look cool to some people, where people that can be handicapped can actually move like a normal human being by taking their head Neuralink. right? If you have the correct doctrine, you should be teaching it, you know, or you're going to be held accountable, right? Because you're not teaching the people. You're not warning them. I'm about to go get this last one because I got to go back into work. This is really just a commentary, to be truthfully honest, right? This is Ezekiel 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me, right? Not just only because they're sinning, they're turning their back on the Lord, even for the ones that's actually cleansing their ways by Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, you have to always upgrade them and prepare them for what's to come. That's what prophecies is all about. It's predicting the future, right? But we're not doing it with Torah cards or a damn glass ball. We have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, and we use his scriptures, which is our spiritual weapon, Ephesians 6 and 17. If you're not using this, or if you're not bringing forth the Most High's understanding through the whole volume of this book, starting with prophecies, to be truthfully honest, you are not the man of the Lord. The Lord did not send you, right? Because if you're not warning the people faithfully, right? Because when you go into Numbers 12 and 7, where it says that Moses was a faithful servant unto the Lord, when you go into that word faithful, it means a supporter of the door. So how do we be supporters of the door? Prophesying, bringing forth prophecies for the coming of Yahushua. You know, a lot of us look for a sign looking at the weathers, but do you look at the signs of the prophecies, right? You got to measure out the times. When one prophecy hit, or if you hear of a community or the elite speaking on it, you must know something is next. Like here and there, you hear a famine of the word. It fully haven't came yet, you know. But this was bound to happen, having false teachers in the mix, right? What is this? Ezekiel the 13th chapter, verse 1 down to 4. You are foolish prophets, and the Lord didn't send you, right? Because you don't have it on your heart to warn the people, but you want to make this truth an entertainment, a debating system, a money system. You feel like you're moving through the spirit because now you got swag, right? You just a whole bunch of niggas with t-shirts and fringes, and you don't understand that that verse is talking about a garment. In ancient times, you wasn't just wearing an undergarment, you know? But other than that, I don't want to hold y'all too long. Again, if you have the truth, if you have the breakdowns, if you understand and know the prophecies, you should be teaching and warning the sheep that's coming in each and every day, and the sheep that's already in here, because as fast as it is for you to come in this, it's quicker for you to get removed out of this truth, right? And we need the true men, all hands on deck, starting with the elder apostles on down, right? And you could take this how you feel, man. I don't care about nobody's feelings or emotions. I just want to be teaching the truth, 100% truth, you know? I want to be held accountable if I'm slipping out a lie or if I ain't warning the people. But with that, I'm going to just say shalom. Lord willing, you are observing the warnings that's coming out. With that, Yahweh speed.